Thank you. Love you. Bye. So I was asked, how do I select the songs I sing at my gigs? That is actually an excellent question. And I'm gonna tell you all about it, but first, meet my friend Dean Johannesson.
Hello.
Will you help me unload my car?
Of course, yeah, why not?
It's not like he was just doing a gig and I'm about to play after his gig. How many degrees do you think it was today? Like 100?
Maybe like 98, feels like 103.
And he's a brave man to wear this outfit. But hey, it's all,
or should be.
It's all about style, and you should know that, guys. We're back in the studio. It's nice to have you, and it's nice to be had. Today we're gonna talk about how do I select the songs I sing at my live shows. Actually, I wing it, I'll be honest. I go by looking at the crowd. There are instances where I see a lot of young people, so I immediately know to play more of the new stuff. Sometimes it's an older crowd, so I already know I'm gonna play the classic songs and I can't go wrong. Always try to incorporate the songs that you really like. That's my advice. Your originals, if you write music, I try to sing my originals here and there, but it also depends on what is your repertoire. In my case, I play a lot of international music. People seem intrigued to know what the Brazilian music sounds like, or Greek music. One thing that works well for me most of the time is to use contrast with music. Play a song and then go to a complete different one right afterwards. And that seems to get the attention of the crowd. For example, I can play a Spanish guitar song, maybe Blanco y Negro, which is a song I wrote. Right after that, I switch to a Johnny Cash song. So it's like a complete contrast. I'll play Girl from Ipanema and I'll sing it in Portuguese. And so now you have a complete different style. You have a bossa nova. And then maybe I'll come back and I'll do a song by John Mayer, for example, or Jack Johnson, which it seems to be very well accepted, Jack Johnson in Beach Town, like where the place I live. But I do try to save my best songs for the very last set. Once in a while, I'll get a request for my best song. For the most part, I try to tell the crowd, oh, it's coming later. But there are times where people really want to hear it and they're leaving or whatever. So once in a while, I'll just give them my best and I just make a big deal out of it. You know, I tell the people, this is actually my best song. I always save it for last. But I'm gonna sing it just because my friends are here, so I make a big deal. And when you're very dramatic on stage, that seems to work well too. I always seem to get the crowd's attention when I seem to exaggerate. Well, that's a topic for another video on how to behave on stage and how not to behave on stage. But it's a good idea to alternate the not so known songs with the more famous songs. So that way you keep a balance, you keep the crowd engaged. So I don't know how many sets you do, but it's in the second set where I bring the energy a little higher, and then my third set, it's when I do my best songs. I play at a lot of family-friendly restaurants, so I always incorporate the kids into my show, sing to them. People love that because it's good energy, and also it reminds me of when I was little and I would see a performer and I was intrigued what instrument they're playing and how they're playing it. I always want to pass it on, you know. So to do this, I choose my most current and happiest songs. So for example, I'll do Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars or Happy by Pharrell Williams. So honestly, I just want the crowd to have fun and I want to have fun too. And I'm a crowd pleaser for the most part. So if they request a song and I know it, most likely I'm gonna say yes, sure, I'll sing it. But there are times where I get a request for a song that I really dislike. So I'm learning to say no politely, and you can always do that. After all, it's your show, and you choose the direction, you take your show. So I'm learning ways to get out of it, you know, like I'll say, well, you know what, that's one of the 5 songs I don't know, but I can always sing this other one for you. And if your crowd is cool, they'll be fine with that. Of course, there's always gonna be that one person who insists you play that song they wanna hear. Like, it's the most important thing in the world that you play that song they wanna hear. In that case, you're just gonna have to be patient and explain for the 100th time that is not in your repertoire, or just choose to ignore them. Of course, politely. And here's one last tip for you at no extra charge. If you're getting ready to take a break and you're gonna play one last song, it's a good idea to announce that you're gonna be taking a break before you do the song. That way, those in the crowd thinking about buying your CD or giving you a tip, they now know that this is the time to stand up and come towards you and show you some love. Otherwise, if you just say, I'm gonna take a break and walk away, they may not come anymore. And they may be gone by the time you come back to your next set. So I hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for being a subscriber. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Well, I gotta get going because I gotta put together a suitcase. I'm going to Nashville tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting. I was invited to the Summer NAMM show by a few guitar companies that I appreciate and follow and have a relationship with, which are Godin guitars and Ortega guitars. So I'm pretty excited. So anyways, thanks guys for stopping by. I'll be seeing you very soon. Namaste.